Hello. Today I'm going to be starting a new challenge of learning a language from scratch. So the language I've chosen is Armenian, but basically the purpose of me doing it is to show you that you can learn any language with the method that I'm going to use here. Armenian has many different dialects. I'm going to be speaking or learning the dialect that is spoken in the capital. So that is the Eastern dialect, marked on the map in green. Yeah, so Armenian is quite challenging, and I'm going to be imposing on me even a few more additional rules. The rules are that I am not going to be using any dictionaries or Google Translate or anything like that, no textbooks, no courses or teachers. Basically, nothing except from the text of the Bible I'm going to be using, because there are not many other texts that I can find that I kind of know their translation, that have the translation. So I'm going to be using the very rudimentary approach, just using the deduction, and yeah, I'll try to decipher as much as I can. What is allowed is for me to listen to audiobooks, maybe films, who knows if they will be helpful in any way, maybe songs. But the question is, a good question is, why should I learn Armenian? Well, my reason is I don't expect you to learn Armenian, but I have my own motivation is that this is a language of my ancestors. I am half Armenian. My mom doesn't speak Armenian though, so she never taught me because she was born and grew up in Georgia. But my grandma speaks Armenian, and I spoke with her when I was a young kid, only 4 years old to 5 years old, I think. Then I figured that my grandma understands Russian perfectly well, and I stopped using Armenian and I forgot pretty much all of it. I only know maybe two verbs, and that's it, pretty much. And maybe I know how is water, and that's it. So, no, I very, very much don't know Armenian. Um, yeah, it's one of the reasons also why I chose this language. It's precisely because it has so limited resources. There aren't many other texts. It's a very basic approach of just deciphering and deducing what it means. So if I can learn Armenian using just the very limited resources only of the Bible, then you can learn any other language that you please as well. I'm going to show you that if this can be done with such difficult language, yeah, I'm sure you will be able to learn Spanish or Greek or even ancient Hebrew. Probably will be easier than what I'm doing here. Also, I have a few of my own curiosities. I am interested in linguistics and Indo-European linguistics. I have been learning for some time the Proto-Indo-European language, and I just wonder how much similarity I can see, or some connection, if I can make some connections. Also, in the end, who knows, it's very likely, it's on my bucket list to visit Armenia one day, so it might come in handy, right? Knowing the language, knowing the alphabet. But I'm not expecting you to learn Armenian, so why should you follow along? So I'm recording this because people have been asking me how I learn language. What are my methods? So yeah, I'm going to show you here that you don't need much. You actually need very little to be able to make rapid progress. Yeah, hopefully you'll see that any language can be learned this way. If it can be done with Armenian, it sure can be done with any larger and more resourced language. All it takes is persistence and patience. Yeah. And I'm curious to know how much I can learn within 1 week, and probably you're curious as well. It might be encouraging to see some results within 1 week. Learning a language is usually at least a year, but if I can do rapid progress within 1 week, maybe it will encourage you to learn, actually see that it's quite rewarding, not as painful as it may appear. Yeah, so here we go.